Damn, want to find out who was the most hated man in the history of the golden era of bodybuilding? Let's go ahead and talk about that. As tradition, Fitness After Dark, the dark, twisted, wild side of the fitness industry. You already know what we do. Are live. Welcome to, I believe, man, I don't even know what episode it is, but I love doing this. So, welcome to Fitness After Dark, everyone. It's your host, yours truly, Naive Vicentio. As always, trying to listen something a little different this episode. We got the headphones on. Ken Waller, bro, apparently the most hated man in the history of golden era bodybuilding. Now, why is that? Let's go ahead and talk about it. This dude is a multiple time Mr. World, Mr. Universe World Champion back in the 70s and early 80s. Bro, if you were to do like a pound for pound like the UFC does, right? You were to rank him among the best of the golden era bodybuilders, I think he's up there, man. He's definitely neck and neck with like Mike Katz, all his dudes, who's gonna come into play later in this episode. So a little backstory about Ken Waller, right? He was one of Arnold's close training partners back in the Venice Beach Gold's Gym era back in the 1970s. He was featured predominantly in pumping iron, right? If you've seen the documentary before, then you know where this is going. There was a competition over in South Africa where him and fellow competitor Mike Katz were both competing in. I guess they wanted to perhaps maybe give the movie a little razzle dazzle, a little bit of spice, right? So they decided to mess around and have a scene where Ken Waller is kind of telling like the people behind the camera what he's planning on doing. So he was planning on stealing his t-shirt, mess with them a bit, and they got the whole thing on camera, dude. They literally had the whole thing on camera. So let's go ahead and take a look.
You know, I don't worry about Mike Katz anyway. There's only one guy I worry about, and that's Robbie. Nah, you know, he's good, but he lacks too many things. His arms aren't big enough to match his chest. Right. His thighs are too big for his calves. Right. You know, he hits one pose. And that he looks like a big spider. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do when I get to Africa? I'm gonna take Katz's shirt, I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna take everything I can find of his, hide it. Yeah, mess his mind up a little bit.
No, all right. Number, give me your number, please, Mike. You got 89?
Paul, you see a blue t-shirt around with my crusher?
Waller had it.
Waller had it?
Yeah.
You know where you put it?
No, I don't know where you put it, Mike.
Yep, he decided to mess with Mike Katz, who at this point gets everyone one of the nicest bodybuilders at this point. Everyone loves the dude, and he decided to mess with him, man. That kind of caused his reputation among bodybuilding enthusiasts and the community itself to be soured, man. Like, the poor guy started getting booed due to his portrayal as like the villain, right? As the evil guy in that documentary, man. It was insane. This in itself left a bad taste in a lot of people's eyes watching a documentary, and they thought he was an asshole. They thought that couldn't be farther from the truth. The dude himself is like one of the nicest dudes out there. Thankfully, though, later on, Mike Katz and Ken Waller made amends, bro. It's like public on YouTube too. The two got along, kind of made peace with the whole incident. But that right there is perhaps one of the most iconic scenes in Pumping Iron due to how straight up ruthless it was, man. Just messing with the dude before comp. It was crazy, man. So that incident will go down as one of the most iconic moments in Pumping Iron, and that scene is what made Ken Waller perhaps the most hated man in the golden age of bodybuilding. So if you guys enjoyed the content, you already know what to do. Subscribe, leave a like. You already know the vibes. If you guys want to see more dope old school bodybuilding content, be sure to check out these two videos right here. I appreciate you guys as always, right? Take it easy, go kill that workout, have a badass rest of the day.